Welcome back, FBF family. This is day 5. I don't even know why we're on day 5 because we already know who the best cook is in the FBF family. We know it's me. But in case you don't, I'm going to give you something really easy to make. And especially, like I said, Super Bowl being right around the corner, this is an amazing dish that requires little to no prep time, awesome fast cook time, and it has to do with these little smoky little sausage little weenies, or little hot dogs, or cocktail dogs, or whatever you prefer to call them. So let's get down to business. First thing you got to do is you got to figure out, hey, listen, Little Smokies, you come a long way, but now it's time to have a greater purpose. So we're going to go ahead and cut this. Always remember, you take the knife, you cut away from you. You don't want to cut towards you because you won't be the host of the party. You'll be the host of the party in the hospital. So what I'm going to do here is I'm going to open up this package. I'm going to dump out all the cocktail weenies. Boop. Just make it easier right here. Again, with cutting away from you, is a big part. So, I'm sure you heard of pigs in the blanket and things like that, but we'll get into that shortly. But it's the fact that this requires prep time, and it's gonna be worth it in the end. So what you want to do is you want to take the cocktail weenie. You want to make 2 cuts in it on both ends. You kind of want to make a cross formation. 1, 2. So it kind of opens up like that. You see that? So you kind of want to do that again on this side. Boom. Boom. Right? But if you don't have time to make it all cute and cuddly, you can just do the 1 cuts. I'm going to do the 1 cuts. That's not a big deal. But if you do have time, it's a better payoff. So we're going to just sit here and cut this. And throw it in that pan. Or the little bowl, if you will. Now while doing this, you may notice I have a can of soda. That serves for a multi-purpose. I'm thirsty. Coke, if you want to sponsor me, please do. I've been drinking it for 35 years. Type 2 diabetic. You're a fool. I'm kidding. Bad joke. But that's okay. So we're going to cut these as simple as this. But make sure, because you're working with a knife, the dogs are kind of greasy. You don't want to slip. So we're almost done cutting these little cocktail weenies. And when it's done and the pot starts to fill up, we got to cook these. So we're not going to put them in the oven. We're going to actually cook them on the stove top. We're going to fry these bad boys. We're going to fry them to the point where they get nice and crispy and delicious. So let's just go ahead and kind of... Time out, guys. Hold up. 1 second. Just a brief moment of your time. Wagz here, and I got to say, I need you to hit that subscribe button and make sure you leave it a like and make sure you hit that bell notification so it alerts you every time I upload. All right, guys? Now back to the video. Oh no, what I'm gonna do? No, I'm just kidding. It's part of the thing. So we're gonna marinate these in Coke. But you may think that that's an accident and I'm just kind of winging it. No. Believe it or not, we're gonna be cooking these in Coke. So it doesn't really make a difference. That's the whole part of the whole process. So these are caramelized Coke dogs. You may think, Wagz, that's not a very good combination. It's whatever. I understand that. But let me tell you, when you fry any liquids, it tends to evaporate. So this is where it kind of gets sciencey. So when you cook anything that has a sugar base, such as soda or anything of that has liquid, the water in the liquid is going to evaporate. And when that evaporates, what's going to be left behind is the sugary caramelization of the remnants of the soda. But you don't want to use soda like this. So I'm just putting them in there for now just to let them soak. What we're going to do, as soon as I get these done, is we're going to take this can of soda, we're going to put it in that bottle, and while I'm going to do that is we're going to have fun with it. You want the soda to be flat, because if it has bubbles in it, it's going to bubble over, and you don't want that. So let's cut these bad boys. Boop. 2 more. 1 more. All right, so I cleaned out this bottle of soda. We're going to use this for its purpose. We have our can of soda here. Pretty much what you want to do is you're going to fill up this bottle of soda. But you see the carbonation in the soda. We don't want that. We don't want that at all. In fact, we want the complete opposite. We want it to make it flat. So the reason why we put it in the bottle is we're going to shake it vigorously. You like that? Like that sound? And you don't need much more than that. Now we're going to open it up. Release all the gas. Still has some bubbles. Still not good to go. So we're going to shake this vigorously. And we're going to add the soda that we had in the hot dogs, because we want that to go flat as well. It really wasn't a lot, but it's still the process is the same. That looks kind of good. So now we're going to go over to the stove. If you guys want to come with me. So we're giving the bottle the last couple shakes. It should be good to go. Yeah, there's no gas being released. We're going to put the oven on high. Then we're going to add the dogs. We're going to spread out these bad boys. All right. I'm having a little small party. I don't need that many. Let's go ahead and add the Coke to it. Make sure it's covered. We got complete coverage. Now we just got to sit and wait and let it all bubble off. So this is going to take a couple minutes. This is going to be the longest process here. So make sure it's on high. Good to go. And we should be good to go. And once it starts bubbling, we're going to come back. So we're starting to get the boil going on. As you can tell, it's condensating, and it's been on for a little bit, and you can tell that this is starting to evaporate, obviously, because of the smoke. We're going to go ahead and turn on the fan. Oh, that's a little too loud. We're going to turn on low, try to get this out of here. Now I want to mix this. So you can still see it's bubbling. And then eventually you want it to let it evaporate 100%, which is why I'm kind of pushing the hot dogs the way it is. And you can tell, like, this one dog is how you're supposed to traditionally do it, is how it's X'd, crossed out. You can tell over here. That's how you're supposed to do it. I kind of half did it, but it's still the same concept. It depends on how you want to do it. These were always my favorite growing up. And you can pretty much use ketchup with it. You can use mustard. You can use honey mustard, whatever you want. So the way I would dress it is after this all evaporates off, we're going to let it cook a little bit longer on that because all the sugar is going to be left behind. And pretty much take a couple toothpicks, put them through, leave them on a nice, like a nice like dressed dish, and then you can just take it, dip it, boom, eat them, and it should be good to go. So I can't wait to try these bad boys. I don't think Jess has tried something like this, but if you look, if I could kind of get rid of, you can see how it's starting to be a nice sugary base. So it's almost at that point where it's going to start to caramelize, and you can smell it. It smells like sugar. It smells like burnt sugar. No, it's not caramel again, not caramel. Caramel, okay? So we're going to let these cook for another 5 minutes or so, and you can see how it's getting dark and black. That's kind of what you want. So as you can tell now, if I move the hot dogs out of the way, there's really nothing left, and that's what you kind of want. This is so good. It's kind of like, I don't know, I guess if I mentioned Shingo, it's kind of like eating pineapple on pizza, pineapple ham on pizza, man. No, I'm just kidding. It's actually really much better than that. And you can see, like on this one right here, you see how it's like getting like all caramelization over here, and it's getting burnt. That's kind of what you want. And again, all this food is not going to go to waste. I'm going to go ahead and eat some of it, obviously. And then because my cousin is an essential worker, I'm going to see if she wants to take some food home with them at their job so they have something to eat, you know, and everything. Because being an essential worker in this time and age is really a dangerous job, so, which is awesome. Now it's starting to kind of burn. Now I want to pull it off here, and we are done. So now I'm going to go ahead and plate it. I'm going to eat it. I'm going to tell you, obviously it's delicious because we know, but let's go ahead and get it done. So now I'm going to go ahead and plate it, and you can feel as I'm kind of getting off the pan, you could see the stickiness from the soda, a little bit of the grease, but that's all fine. But you can see how it's a little crispy, and that's fine because the sugar is what made it burnt a little bit. But these hot dogs are definitely more shinier than normal hot dogs. Put this here. And I have another idea for this too, because in the next video I'm going to do pigs in the blankie, where it's not like you buy the frozen ones, put them in the oven, and you go. I'm actually going to get like a croissant roll. I'm going to take the dogs, put them in there, and I'm actually going to do a variation where you have the regular pigs in the blanket, and then you're going to have these. So it's actually going to be really good. Let me just go ahead and throw this in here and get some ketchup and go ahead and try it. I get overwhelmed. Actually, let's try it with mustard. Hell yeah. Hell yeah. So we got mustard, and we got ketchup, and we're going to see which one tastes better. So what's good is I thought I had another plate under there, but that's okay. Comes to think, I was telling Jessie about this, and she's like, oh, I had them. They're okay. They're not great. They're amazing. She's out of her mind. Out of her mind. So we're going to put some ketchup on the table. Now, let me ask you a question, guys. Do you guys keep the ketchup in the fridge? Or do you keep it on the table? And do you shake it before you use it? I don't know. It depends. I can eat warm ketchup or cold ketchup. Doesn't make a difference. Get some mustard on here. And this is not regular mustard. It's like kosher spicy brown. I love yellow mustard. I love honey mustard. I love spicy mustard. It's just so good. There's something about it. So we're going to do 3 taste tests. We're going to do one, which is the control, which is just a hot dog. Hot. Mm. You can taste the caramelization of the hot dogs. I'm going to try with the mustard. Oh man, this is so good. Now the ketchup. I mean, it doesn't matter which way the wind blows. No matter what you dip it in, it's going to taste very good. So let's see. We got the hot dogs. We cut them up. 3 to 5 minutes. Flatten the soda in another 2 minutes, 7 minutes. Put them on the stove. Let the soda evaporate. 5-6 minutes or so. All in all, 12 minutes. And then you're at this point. Quick, easy dish, especially if you're going to a party, having people come over, and you just wanted something, a little cocktails. You could leave it there, let it do its thing, and it's good to go. But anyways, we could talk about this for hours. But the total investment in this, let's see, a can of soda, say 50 cents. The hot dogs were like $2. And that's it. Really. So $2.50 got you this, which is awesome. But what do you guys think? Do you guys think this is the way to go? Do you think this is a nice, easy recipe that you can do at home? Do you think it's worth it? I don't know. If you guys decide to do this, I would like to see your rendition of it. I want to know what you guys think. Go ahead and leave it in the comments. And I'll see you guys in the next video. Bye.